From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. The rain is falling, yet the roof is open. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Focus vision of my eyes locked in through the pain. I fix my gaze. I count them reps, they count me out, but I'm still here making plays. I rise from the darkest depths.
And our pitcher tonight, Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Strike two. Gausman, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Swung on, popped up left side. Okamoto settles under it, takes it in for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Angel Martinez, batting with one down, takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ripped to short. On to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Batting third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. First offering way inside, almost got him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Two down, nobody on. Left field. This one could be trouble. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
So runner at second, 2 down. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Oh, that's
going to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Fastball for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Runner at second, 2 down. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Man at second. Fights it off. He'll see another. And down on strikes. And that's the 3rd out. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Tanner Bybee. What do you have on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Inside ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And it's a double to start the bottom of the 1st.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now the number 2 hitter, Addison Barger. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Springer around 3rd. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, to strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball, right field. DeLauder on his way over, and he makes the catch. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
1 out man at first. Dalton Varsho now at the plate. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. This to third. Fires over to first. 2 gone now. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the second, Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
In the air, right field, Barger under it. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 6, right fielder Chase DeLauder.
And up next for Cleveland, Chase DeLauder. What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting 7, shortstop Gabriel Arias.
And here is Gabriel Arias.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And that is that. The Guardians go down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez.
Hey!
On a line. And there's one away.
Batting 7, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Just
Off the
missed.
plate, ball 1.
Now 1-1. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Popped up. Rocchio settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 8, second baseman Ernie Clement.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement.
Yeah!
Out towards right center field, DeLauder moving under this one. He's got it. That is the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back now in Toronto, top half of the third inning. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss.
Ball.
Two now. And a swing and a miss. One down.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Knee high, that's in for a strike. That misses. And 1-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. So they still got both their challenges. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Going 2 now. In the air to left center. And it falls. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 1.
Ball, that's in.
Man at first, 1 away.
Ball.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That's off the mark. 3-1. Fouled off to the right. And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland.
Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. The results speak for themselves, and he probably won't want to change a thing.
Martinez stands in now and watches strike 1.
Feels like the fastball's catching him off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking him for some reason.
Rocchio off of first with 2 away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One hit, one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Guardians nothing. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
0-1.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one gone.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And the batter is George Springer.
Aye!
The 0-1. Jackknifes out of the way. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. In the air out towards right center. DeLauder should have this one. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, 0-1 now. And that one fouled off.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
2 down, nobody on. That one almost got him.
That's ball 2.
2-2 down. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the frame. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0.
Just put on your best and relieve your stress.
Back here at Rogers Center, out of the 4th, Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. That one hooked foul.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone?
0-1.
We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fastball almost got him there. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Manzardo in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And the 1-0.
Ball. That's ball
Just
3.
missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Here's a 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
1 gone, runner at first. Now it's the DH, Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A 2-run homer, and the Guardians jump in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on the move. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Flied to right his first time. Arias goes 6'1", 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 down, nobody on. That one misses. Now 1 and 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. On now to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Bottom 4, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there, he owns the home plate area.
That pitch clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Got him swinging. One gone here.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Grounded out his first time up. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ball.
And now 2-1.
Out.
Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The kick, the 3-2. Got him swinging for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that drops in for a strike.
Really good
Ball
take,
one.
especially with 2 strikes.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 2-1. Back now in Toronto. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Slider misses outside. Foul ball there. And Naylor swings through that one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. In the air, left side. Sanchez under it. And there's one down.
Up next for Cleveland, second baseman Brian Rocchio.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
This one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder Stephen
So the
Kwan.
Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the center fielder, Stephen Kwan. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So runner at second, 2 down. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians.
Ball.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Angel Bastardo appears to be getting loose. Nance getting loose as well. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Nope.
Late with the swing there. In the air, left field. Sanchez in and to his right. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Blue Jays 1. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ball popped up. 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
1 out man at first. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play. Lay off that pitch down.
Blue Jays down a run. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1. Chopped out towards short. Off balance speed. There's one.
Oh,
On
he's
to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Sliced hard, but foul. Right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Blue Jays held in check, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy. I don't think I'ma regret it when the cars fly. Ain't nothing really like it used to. We the neighbors up like a rooster. It's a booster, help me see the future. I believe in karma, so let's do some. I know you cooped up. I know that LA running, I'll call a Uber. I know that LA weather got you confused, but when you walk in my house.
Jose Ramirez digs in now.
Third baseman Jose Ramirez.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Braden Fisher getting ready to go. The 0-1 late on that fastball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
The 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
Stepping in, Kyle Manzardo. He is struck out, and he is walked. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kevin Gausman makes way. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. New pitcher now for the Jays, Angel Bastardo.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Hoskins. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
The 1-0. That one missed. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Hoskins pushes it foul. Payoff pitch. And there's ball four.
That's ball four.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Chase DeLauder will hit next. That misses. Ball one. Hoskins leads off first with one away.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat. Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
A little bit high. Full count now. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. And a payoff pitch. Stays alive. Three-two on the way. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Guardians tack on another with this home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Yeah, I've been hustling like I've been telling them I never done it before. I saw the report and I bought out a store like I never seen money before. I ain't showing up.
Bottom of the sixth. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer. And that one misses up and in. Ball one.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them. So they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. The 1-2.
Ball two.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Here's a 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two. Swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So digging in, Addison Barger.
That's a ball.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That's in. Ball 2.
That's one
ball
misses, and the count is 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Out towards right center field, DeLauder on his way in. He hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
Ball.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here at Rogers Center, top of inning number 7. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
Yep, that ball went
Looks
out.
like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Can't glove it cleanly. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Second baseman, Brian Rocchio.
So up next, Brian Rocchio, 1 for 2.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
Here's a 2-0. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Hey.
The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Got him. Now 2 away.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
2 outs, base is empty. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just off the inside edge.
Hey!
And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Pitch
Ball,
misses,
that's down.
and it's 3-2. Jose Ramirez next to bat for Cleveland. And here's a 3-2. Goes down looking. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Ball
Cleveland
inside.
has some action going in their pen. Eric Sabrowski, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Armstrong, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
One, 2 now. That one hammered center field. That's back. Out of here. He crushes that one to center field. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That's out number 2. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Okamoto in the box again, takes a strike. Lifted in the air right center field. DeLauder on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 4-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Nance.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3.
You know, these Guardians, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Inside, almost got him. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Backed off the plate that time. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. He crushed one out of here earlier, an absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Misses outside, and that's ball one. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher getting loose out there. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. That misses, and that's ball two.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Inside, ball three.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
In there for strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Ball. Damn. Ball, that's outside.
Got him swinging.
I think he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tommy Nance won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Braden Fisher.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Two aboard with one out. Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. 0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
On the ground. Clement tosses to first. What a play.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
A little bit low.
Nope.
Ball 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
The Guardians trying to break this one open, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it is out of here. A 3-run shot, and they tack on 3. It's 7-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Ball 2.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that'll do it. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. It's 7-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 41.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Colin Holderman, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 0-1.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
The Guardians leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one misses in the dirt. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. A massive home run. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-3.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's outside.
And that's too high. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck for the Blue Jays. And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Jays get one back on this homer. Through 8 full, you're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada.
Yeah, I'm gonna elevate. Let's go, let's go. Yeah.
Back here at Rogers Center, let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next. Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Just off the outside edge. Ball 3.
This doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Next offering is fouled back. And a payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Three-two. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Kwan at the plate now, and that's strike one. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Angel Martinez.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Braden Fisher is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Mason Fluharty. He's into the game with the bases empty. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. A switch hitter batting right.
That's out.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Two down, nobody on. Fought off foul. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first, and that is that. Guardians go down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 7-3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Colin Holderman. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Hey!
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And now just 2 outs away.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand,
outside.
by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Check
Nope,
swing.
that's a
He
ball.
held up. Ball 2. There's a swing and a miss. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit in the air, left field. Martinez under it. That's the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Pasa lo mismo cuando te miro, que dices si no a ver amanecer. Te digo y luego viene vamos a vernos luego. Si no te gusta que vienes al día. No it's creeping on that green. No it's yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I'm from the MI. SS, ISSI, PPI. Long as we do not divide.